The PSL is back, renamed. It is now the DStv Premiership, which is going to be pretty amazing when Supersport wins the league and MultiChoice has to answer for all of the conflicts of interests it has created with this move. Deep down, I really need Chiefs to win the league this season. I really do. It was not nice to watch Sundowns come in and smash and grab us on the final day. Those thugs. Okay, they're a really good team. You can't fight against them. But I did want to fight them, especially today, because the first game of our season was against Sundowns, the old nemesis. I don't know if we can call them that, but I'm going to. The old nemesis, Sundowns. And they won. Not only did they win, they scored 1 goal for each of their new head coaches. Or is it first team coach and 2 head coaches? Or is it first team coach and semi coach and higher coach? However they do it, they did it well and they won this round. It didn't matter how red Gavin Hunt turned on that sideline. We couldn't stop this freight train. Well run and well resourced. Credit where credit is due. Sundowns played an amazing game. Kept it simple. Didn't look to be worried the whole match through. Onto my own team. A bunch of schoolboy errors and they really seem to lack a lot of football knowledge. I don't know what happened, but the logic that they have when playing on that pitch just wasn't there. For example, logic would dictate that if you're playing a high line and you've been breached a couple of times, what do? Bring that line back, shorten the space between Kune and the defense so that Kune doesn't have to run out 25, 30 meters to go intercept a ball that has been played over the defense. Right? That just makes sense. Point number 2. If Caruso and Rama are going to be our center-back pairing going forward, they need to make sure that we know who's going to be the director and who's going to be the pit bull. Right now we have 2 pit bulls. They come out and they trimmer everything, right? Running to the ball together, not communicating and not tracking runners in the box, which is a big problem that we are facing with them. Our midfield, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Play the simple pass. No need for Hollywood passes, especially when those Hollywood passes are going to play the ball up to Kama, who's going to be facing 5 players and he will lose the ball. Keep it. Play the ball. Relax. Right? Sundowns did that. Sundowns kept the ball in their own half, played it around, sucked us in, played a ball over the top to get in behind for Erasmus or somebody to make a diagonal run. Pretty simple. Diagonal central running. That's what we need to be doing. That's how our first chance came. But what did we do for the rest of the match? We played balls out to the wing. Firstly, Nurkovic is not on the pitch. He's not on the pitch. Who are you crossing to? Come on. Doesn't make sense to keep playing that way. Play the way you need to play for your personnel. I would suggest moving Kama centrally and having him and Castro play close together centrally so that we can play balls to Castro directly as a target man to put it down for Kama to finish. Or we can suck them in and play balls over for Kama to get a shot like he did with our first chance. Pretty simple, I think, right? But these are the things, these are the Gavin Hunt colored flags that are going to be a problem for this whole season. And I feel for him. He doesn't have a squad, right? He can't make changes right now with the transfer ban. So we're probably going to see those odd 46 and 47 numbers that these youngsters are going to have to use as they weren't planned to be in the squad. And no matter how many subs you give him, it's not going to happen. But in this game, I cannot fault him. Gavin Hunt is not to blame for this. So many schoolboy errors, so many logic errors. Even he alluded to it in his post-match talk, where he didn't want to say the things that he actually wanted to say about this team. I don't know what the season's going to look like, right? It already looks a bit bad as we're going into the season. I mean, I guess I guess a plus could be that last week we didn't have a defensive line. This week we have one, but they don't know how to position themselves. Who knows how the rest of the season runs? I hope Gavin gets it right. But we need an insurance plan, Bobby, so please bring back these two, because we're going to need all the help that we can get.